Welcome everyone to this March monthly musing. This month we have as our theme in the portal, the elements, and I am about to head into the doorways retreat. So we have both of these circulating in me as I sit down to do this with you. The elements are an important part of our connection to the natural world, to this body, being connected to the body of the planet. And one of the pieces that is relevant about this is that in our evolution in this moment, we are expanding to include our place in the larger cosmos. This planet in relationship to other planets in the universe, and the way that we're moving through space and the way that we're expanding as a universe. I heard this statistic yesterday from Pierpaolo that blew me away. It was an Italian scientist that's working on the Hubble telescope, and he said that they have just discovered that we are actually expanding at the rate of 76 kilometers per second. Can you, that's astounding to me. No wonder we feel the speed and the nudge of the universe to keep growing, to keep expanding, to keep rising in our consciousness. 76 kilometers per second. And that universe also has the elements of earth, land, mineral, earth, water. Some planets are more watery than others. Air, some planets have greater ability to support life through air. The ether, which is this element that connects the space in between the planets, the space in between the universes, the space in between all the cells in our body. And let's not forget the fire. Some planets have more fire. The intelligence of these 5 elements are a part of the reality, part of the physical reality that we experience. And they each have a spiritual resonance as well. And our bodies have been evolved to have life on this planet. If we just flip it for a moment and think about the possibility that we are a reflection of her. We're not, as we think we are, creating it, in charge of it, in control of it, that perhaps we can feel ourselves more a part of things when we understand that it's the body of the planet that is primary. And we, as an expression of her, are a part of that. And when we tune in to the elements in our movement practice, when we work with embodying earth and embodying water and embodying the fire and the air and the ether, we are activating that connection to the earth and the earth's connection to the cosmos. Suddenly, we feel ourselves belonging and being a part of. And that's a very satisfying feeling these days. Let's also just reflect for a moment on the proportion of these elements inside of us. Let's start kind of backwards in a way, or let's start with the ether. Let's remember that the body, that science is also telling us that we are 99.9% space. And that is a reflection of the element of ether, the quantity of ether that the field of the body is operating in. It is through that intelligence of the ether that we are receiving information, that we are remembering the spirals of our lives. It is through the substance of the space itself, through the element of ether, that that information is carried. That's the largest one. And let's notice for a second the second largest one, which is the water, because the water is also carrying an enormous amount of information for us. We are learning and remembering through the element of water. 80% of the Earth's surface is covered in water. There is 70 to 80% water flowing through our bodies. It is important to hydrate. It is important to drink water. It is important to facilitate the fluidity that carries that intelligence. This is part of why in our movement we lean into the fluidity so much, why we highlight it in our orientation of allowing, so that it can facilitate our ability to allow in and to allow out and to allow passage through us. Let's reflect for a moment on the element of earth. The earth is below your feet. Wow. Just feel that for a moment if you can. Find your feet on the ground. If you're sitting on a chair, maybe lean forward, but put a little weight on top of your feet. I'm standing here so I can really feel it. I'm softening my knees so that my body is resting on top of my feet, feeling the earth beneath me, holding me, reminding me of my connection. That beautiful way that the feet and the element of earth help us to feel our whole body, the structure of our body, our wholeness, the bones and the skeleton and the tissues of the muscles, the ligaments, and the minerals, the crystalline minerals, the salt and the trace minerals that bring the consciousness of the body online, that facilitate the amazing level of consciousness that it takes to organize the cells of this body. If you ever doubt our spiritual nature, just tune into that. What is it, 7 trillion cells in our bodies communicating with an amazing level of consciousness and divine connection. Let's remember for a moment the air, the spaciousness of the air, the way the air supports our orientation of opening. When we include the air around us, when we expand into that spaciousness of the air element, when we bring that breath through the body, we feel that circulation of the air through the body. Let's take a deep breath together now. In and out. Let's do it one more time and just feel the expansion of the inhale. Ready? In the body. Inhale. And exhale. And one last time, just feel how that is for you in your body now. Inhaling. Exhaling. Because we've been standing on our feet, I could feel my breath go all the way down to my feet. In fact, let's do it one last time with that intention. Inhaling and exhaling all the way down to your feet. Ready? Breath and air. Sometimes these very simple practices help us to be more present, to be more connected. And we can feel the elements and their intelligence as part of that. Let's remember our fire for a moment. Let's feel the belly in our body. Yes, right there. Maybe you can just put your hands, I just put my hands on my belly. See if that can feel good for you. With a lot of gentle fire, like embers, the potency of the fire that is kindled in our belly, that is awakened by the movement of our belly, by the remembrance and the contact. Feel your hands bringing that aliveness, bringing that connection to your belly just by sitting without even moving. This fire that fuels our transformation. Can we lean into the fire? Feel yourself leaning in your back body, kind of anchoring into the back body. Feel how that straightens your spine. Feel the fire kind of through the spine, calling you in here, right here, to your dedication, to your commitment, to your journey of awakening. And the fire that is needed to burn through the layers of clearing that are happening for each of us every day these days. Letting that all go for a moment. Feeling the elements all around us, with us, inside of us, below us, holding us, supporting our journey. We didn't get to the doorways in this one. I talked a lot about the doorways last time. Check out the February Musing to hear about the doorways. I want to let the elements be everything right now because it was so full and rich. Let's enjoy dancing with them together this month in the portal.